Ramp it up here on some blue-red Muxus combo for the day. So what is this deck looking to do? So Muxus, I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and you get to put all goblin creatures from among them onto the battlefield. So with Arcane Adaptation or Maskwood Nexus, we can make all of the creatures in our deck into goblins, which means we can use Mirror Image, Glasspool Mimic, Spark Double, and Vizier of Many Faces to flip through the entirety of our deck, copying Muxus, and Spark Double lets you get lots of Muxuses into play at the same time, and then eventually you put a Purphoros into play and attack with a giant army of Muxuses that are cloned but not legendary because of Spark Double. Is the basic idea. We've got Matron to have a little bit of redundancy on finding Muxus, and we've got Faithless Suiting here, a card from the new archives to kind of smooth over our card draw a little bit. Yeah, to say this deck is better than the other Muxus combo deck we tried is definitely true. So like, we're basically just like, we have 8 combo pieces, we've got 6 Muxus, so Muxai, however Muxus you want. Let's dive on. Let's dive in and see if we can win a match or two here. You might want one more Iron Crag fee. I don't know. Maybe we could cut a clone for it. I feel like 23 land is pretty close to the minimum. The noun for an assemblant of Muxus is definitely Cloud Car, a Cloud Car of Muxus. Ooh. Oh, Shaq! Thank you for the 31 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, whatever time of day. It's almost evening. Chat, starting my stream at 10 a.m. is just no good. I get all sorts of confused. Okay, I mean, if we draw an untapped land next turn, we get to feet into Muxus here. All of our untapped lands are red. These are our only tapped lands in the deck. Spirit Kid PoE, thanks to the Prime Sport, I appreciate that. Welcome back. And I mean, hey, we bricked off, but we have redraws right here, chat. It's okay. It's okay. It's unlikely, but it's possible to happen. Everybody calm down. We're not dying. We bricked on finding more clones. It's fine. Of course, the next card's another clone. Naturally, the next card's another clone. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with Muxus, chat. All right, Muxus triggers. I don't want to shuffle. Mr. Polite, thank you for some gifties. I appreciate you. All right, and that sound was Purphoros entering play, by the way. All right, combat. This ain't your daddy's goblin deck, chat. Reinhardt, thanks for the brand new Prime Sport. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. In case you blinked and missed it, I put a couple of Muxus into play. I always like when we get to do the thing in the very first game. Please take the hit, opponent. No! Why wouldn't you let us deal the damage? What did fun ever do to you, opponent? Why do you hate fun the way you do? What a monster. Do I sideboard? I feel like there's a good chance I don't sideboard a lot with this deck and I just click submit. So like, there's a chance that like, we board out the Iron Crag feats. I don't hate boarding like these out. Like going a little bit slower post board is fine, I think. So like maybe we fit in the Abrades. We like trim the feats and like board these in because they're gonna have like thought seizes and more disruption post board. So being able to go slower and interact. Well, so they're not gonna have Cage because they're a deck that gets hit by Cage, but like this kills like Mayhem Devil and Oven and stuff and like slows them down. I don't know. I'm not a huge. I feel like I'd rather be killing their board than stopping their thought seizes. If that makes sense. Thanks for the follows, by the way. I got a bunch of new people coming in. If you're new to the channel, we play wacky and weird decks like this all the time. Historic is the primary format we play, although we play a touch of standard here as well. Usually I play 3 or 4 different decks 5 days a week. You can find all the archives up on my YouTube channel. This is a viewer submission. The members of Hooklandia keep the memes flowing heartily here. I think we mulligan this, right? It's got the Purphoros in the opener, and it doesn't have Arcane Adaptation or the Maskwood Nexus. It's got Abrade and Looting, which is kind of nice, but I think neither of our combo pieces means I'm gonna play Catch and Release at 7, especially because like getting this Thought Seized also isn't great. We want our one of Purphoros to be in our deck. Yeah, this looks great, right? Hey, True Kensai, thanks for the brand new sub. I wouldn't be here without folks like you, so thanks for keeping me around. Oh, we aim to please Gix Mage. How'd Dia go? It was okay. I don't think it wasn't particularly exciting. I think it was probably the least interesting of the 3 decks we played today. I think it was like fine if you like love Naya things, but if you're not like I'm in love with Naya, I don't think it's very exciting. And then I actually want to play this on blue, right? In case we draw the blue clone. True. I'll probably poke it again on Runeterra at some point, but probably not till they release more cards. Kill that one before they bring it back. I think it's right to prioritize killing the ovens rather than playing the Maskwood Nexus. We could get punished by a Thought Seize with this line, but it's correct. So we need to run off a couple of lands and then a Muxus at this point. Opponent could also have ways to interact with this. They could have like a Braids of their own or like a Land and a Binding next turn. So we do need 6 mana for Muxus. We're only on 4 currently. They fixed the sideboard thing. I don't know what was bugged in the first game, but the view sideboard does work as expected now. How did Tainted Twin feel? It was really good. I was super impressed with Tainted Twin. Yeah, this pays 3 to make a shapeshifter. It was very click intensive. It's not a great Magic Arena deck. Definitely one that you're gonna gamble on timing out with. It's a great mobile deck, yeah. So, I'm abrading the Mayhem Devil in response to this cat, so that way they can't sack the cat to deal us extra damage in response. Yeah, it didn't work for me the very first time I tried it, and then it worked the subsequent time, so I wonder if it's bugged like the first time you go to activate it or something. Okay, well, we can cast Muxus if we draw it, and we have our combo piece in play. It's really bad, press a pick. It is a huge downgrade from what we had previously. Muxus! Muxus! Man. They get to kill our Nexus, chat. I should be holding things for Faithless Looting, huh? I didn't think about that. It was a very good looting. You're not wrong. If I was picking which cards exactly I wanted to draw with that looting, it probably would have been those two. Muxus! Muxus! Is there any reason to hold this land? Is there any reason to play it? Well, if I'm looting, I'm going to want to loot into Muxus anyways, which means I need a 7th mana source in play. I think we're supposed to play it. Well, I'm gonna have to chump block their core vault next turn, chat. We're not making a million anything. This drew a card, and then it's chump blocking, and then hopefully we draw Muxus and kill them next turn. I'm happy with how we boarded. Let's run it back. I wonder if we're supposed to have more Goblin Matrons in our deck. I feel like having 8 Muxus has to be correct. Did you try 4 Matrons, Crunchy? And if so, why did you end up cutting one? Or cutting 2 of them? Well, yes. Like, is looting even good here? I'm not convinced that, like, Faithless Looting should be in this deck. Like, and again, like, this is something that's a think about this card. While this card does provide okay selection, it's important to acknowledge that it's card disadvantage, right? And while this is technically a 2-card combo, it's a 2-card combo that needs 6 mana to get going. Yeah, honestly, I think I want, like, 4 Brainstorms, 4 Matrons, 4 Fabled Passage. Matron shuffles Brainstorm. This card, generally speaking, is not good in decks that aren't getting value out of their graveyard. I don't think our Vizier really qualifies as value out of the graveyard in this deck. Yeah, it also gives you utility against Thoughtseize, so you can cut things like the what's it called to the sideboard, the Leylines that are kind of mediocre. My wife, who plays much less Magic than me, just saw the Faithless Leading Art and said, that's fake, right? Yeah, it looks fake. It doesn't look like a Magic card. Oh, that bug still exists, OG. Nice. And by nice, I mean, yikes. We're just dead here, right? And like a game like that, so it's funny. I heard it phrased this way with Scape Shift in Modern, and it's something that it really sticks with me. People would always refer to Scape Shift in Modern as a 1-card combo. You like just cast Scape Shift and it combo kills your opponent. When in reality, it's not a 1-card combo. It's a 8-card combo masquerading as a 1-card combo. Because you need all of these lands to make your combo work. Like you need 7 cards total in play, plus like your 7 lands plus that. Like that comparison always stuck with me. Do this. This is 19, 23 lands with Glasspool, Coldsteel Heart to ramp. Deck of the day so far? Probably Tainted Twin. Tainted Twin and Phoenix were both really good. And then I guess another question is, would I rather have Coldsteel Heart or Ironcrag Feet? I guess Coldsteel Heart is fixing, so that's probably worthwhile. I mean, so like pick one hand over fist. You don't get to do both. You either have consistency from having card selection, or you have speed, from being interactive, or you have speed from having a bunch of ramp. Like you can't have everything. You have to pick and choose when you build a deck like this which odds you're giving up. So like, yeah, Ironcrag Feet is nice, but like, Ironcrag Feet is basically another combo piece. Everything will be posted on YouTube except this last deck within about 20 minutes of me signing off from Twitch for the day. And then this last deck will be up in about 45 minutes to an hour once it finishes processing. You can see all the decks that we've played earlier today before they go up on my YouTube on my Cardboard Live page here. Yeah, it's going to be my last deck of the day, and I'll be back again at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And like, even think of it this way, right? Like, people talking about Ironcrag Feet, is Ironcrag Feet useful? Ironcrag Feet only ramps as 1 mana, right? A lot of the time. Like, if you need to Maskwood Nexus on 4, like, you can't Ironcrag Feet until 5 to play Muxus anyways. And like, sure, it gives you absolute nut draws where you like turn 3, play the other one, or you like go Mana Rock into the other one, but like, those are really high rolling draws, especially without card selection. It's really unfortunate that we've drawn so many clone effects so far. Yeah, I don't think we've played against the same thing more than twice in almost 7 hours, Stu. Alright, are they gonna put a bunch of Phoenix into play this turn? We might not get a turn 6. Yeah, I think we're gonna be slow here. I do have an 04. Will I stream or YouTube the building part 2? Probably not at this point. We're just dead at this point. You can see. Is this the time to advance your lateral other experiment, or is it too chaotic to metagame? You can never metagame in historic, chat. It just doesn't work. Look at the big historic events where there's lots of people trying their best to win, and even in those tournaments, you know, Jund Food is only 30% of the field. Historic's incredibly varied. You should find a deck that you enjoy playing and just try and play it well. Look at this, chat. We have ramp with Coldsteel Heart, so we're going to get to Brainstorm into Matron Shuffle all on turn 3. Let's get clean value. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, chat. You will probably win more games of Magic if you enjoy what you're playing than if you're just tryharding. I decided not to play Nexus this turn in case they have a counterspell. Been good, Reaper. We're still here 7 hours later. If it wasn't good, I would have signed off by now. My normal end of day done time is like 3 o'clock cornfield time. Clearing a brainstorm the way Richard Garfield intended. Yep. With Modern Horizons 2 coming in June, what do you think comes to Arena for that month? I mean, if they're smart, they release a historic anthology in June that contains some of the sweeter cards from Modern Horizons 2 for historic. The classic Chandra counterspell deck. Sure, we could get our next remaster set then too. They could be on Abrade here. Maybe I'm supposed to play Arcane Adaptation because of Abrade. Was Pioneer Masters ever coming out? Potentially, no. I wouldn't, I've talked about this on stream before. I really wouldn't be surprised if what happened was they weren't expecting the first remaster set to be such a success. And then, like, it was, and they realized they have another dispute. Okay, should have played that to play around that. And then once that was a success, they wanted to do more of that type of thing as opposed to one Pioneer set. Yeah, we're probably gonna start with Gear Hulk Magma Opus tomorrow morning. I'm confused by what the point of your picture is. Blue Fire, what are you saying WTF about? I'm gonna be honest, what's supposed to be at the bottom there? I don't think I've ever paid close enough attention. Oh, the quests and stuff, sure. Arena. Oh, Arena. This is the part where I cast this and they bounce my Arcane Adaptation and response rate. They didn't bounce it, are they dead? Hey, Stu, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. For those of you that haven't seen us do the thing yet, this is the thing. So all of these clones in our decks are goblins, which means Muxus brings them into play. And then eventually there's a Purphoros that's going to come into play. Okay, there's the Purphoros. Maybe this opponent will let us attack. Nobody wants to give us the big number, chat. Nobody wants to give us the big number. The casual 31 devotion on the Purphoros. We didn't even have to count the number ourselves, opponent. You just have to let Arena crunch into your face. It would have been about 400. It sounds right. Is this the good version of the deck we played the other day? It's a less bad version of the deck we played the other day. I don't know about good. Good is a strong word. Toxics, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Acker, thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. This deck is real bomb diggity. It definitely explodes when it goes off. They put a bird in the bin. Ooh. Ooh, Fabled Passage. We are a combo deck, chat. We are a combo deck. Nice. Nice. So probably a Mystic Dispute based on this shock here. They have a bird in their bin here. We could be getting Phoenix Tear. Expecting land, another 1-mana spell here. Really? Well, that's great for us. Alright, with this drawn, I'm definitely just dropping this into play here right away.
You're going down.
Okay, Brainstorm with Chandra is kind of sweet. You get to set up her +1. What if we'll see her make mana so they can hold up a counterspell / Brazen Borrower this turn?
This'll be easy.
Do you have a Brazen Borrower? Muxus only gets things that cost 5 or less. And I'll do it again, I swear. But I got to see like 5 more cards this turn though, so there's a good chance they find another piece of disruption. I assume they're gonna kill us before we get to cast all 4 Muxus.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
2 Phoenix in the bin. If they have a 3rd Phoenix, we die. We could die here. That's the 3rd Phoenix. Pillar of Flame is lethal. It'd put us to 14 and they'd hit us for 15. Two 1-mana spells is lethal. That's not lethal, right? We're going to 1. Alright, we can't brick. We can't brick, chat. Alright. Hit me, dealer. No! Wait, what? Oh, that's task failed successfully. Got him. That's the best part about playing stupid combo decks, chat. People don't know when they're dead. Don't tell Scotty, chat. Don't tell him. Don't tell Scotty. Shh. Be there. Be quiet. Stop the count. Easy mulligan here. No combo pieces. Yeah, this is fine. I need some lands, but like I've got some brainstorms. Put Porf on the bottom here. Nice, nice. Look at our combo deck coming together here. This definitely feels better than Faithless Looting. Are they playing looting in a burn deck? That seems loose. Is this Splinter Twin? Kinda. I mean, like, if Splinter Twin costs 9 mana, you could call our deck Splinter Twin. It even has an uncastable. Listen, Muxus is very castable. He's a lovely, lovely goblin. Oh, they're a Phoenix deck. They're not burn. Got it. Okay, that makes looting make a lot more sense. We have not played Blue-Green Twin yet. It's in the deck queue, though. I'm gonna hold on to Vizier here. We might play that defensively. Yeah, looks like Mono Red Phoenix on the other side here. Looking like we're gonna be too slow here against their linear aggro deck. Yeah, because Vizier could buy us a turn here potentially, but I can't combo them next turn. What are the terrors for? For when they can take your, Purphoros off the table, I believe. Is the idea. Huh. We just gotta survive now, right? This will be a blocker. What's going on, Vizier? Alright, so we gotta survive 3 more turns. Gotta get to turn 6 here. Maskwood, we got a chump blocker and matron this turn, and then next turn we play Maskwood Nexus. The Maskwood Nexus can make us a chump blocker on turn 5, which hopefully bridges the gap to get to Muxus. Chandler to bin Phoenix. Yeah, I like the idea of a non-blue Phoenix deck. I feel like I'd want to splash white, though. Like both Lightning Helix and the new red-white not Cathartic Reunion seem really good. I don't remember what it's called, chat. It's just Cathartic No! Oh, no. I think I gotta play Purphoros now, right? I think I gotta do this and hope they don't kill me. Oh, now I have to shock into Steam Vents next turn, though? Oh, I don't, because I can put this and play with this, right? Yeah. Yeah, the white prowess creature. I wasn't even thinking about that one, but yeah, that sounds good. You get to play all the red cantrips. All right, hit me, dealer. We did it, chat. We did it. If you're just joining us, and this is your first time watching this pop off, this is what this deck is looking to do. This is the thing. This is 1 clown car's worth of Muxus. Triggers. I appreciate our opponent letting them smash. Nobody's let our Muxus smash yet today. Welcome to Muxus's Wild Ride. Alright, on the draw, I'm gonna board in a bunch of Anger of the Gods. Can someone please explain? With Maskwood Nexus, all of our creatures are goblins, or Arcane Adaptation, all of our creatures are goblins, which means all of these clones are goblins, which means Muxus can put clones into play. And then Spark Double says, if I copy a legendary, it's not a legendary. And then your other clones copy the Spark Double, so they're not legendary as well. So then you put them all into play, and then Purphoros gives them all haste, because they're red creatures. For people that weren't quite following what was going on there. All right, I think I trim around the edges here a little bit to bring in Angers. It's like one Matron, one Mirror Image, one Nexus out. Well, Purphoros comes into play off of Muxus, chat. Because he'll be a goblin from these, and he costs 5 or less. So when you really get going, you flip your entire deck into play and make a bunch of Muxus. No Anger, Purphoros in hand, none of our... I guess we just need a combo piece. Well, yeah, they didn't want Muxus to put more copies of himself into play. Is what they were trying to avoid. They weren't thinking about us cloning him, chat. They failed. They failed at preventing Muxus from putting copies of himself into play. Nice. That's a sweet draw. I think I want to hold on to this in case I draw a Brainstorm. No, I cut a second Goblin Matron. I did not submit 61. Alright, so probably casting Anger next turn. Hopefully they flip a Phoenix into play here. We get to get a 2 or 3 for 1 off of this Anger. Alright, so we're just looking for one of our 7 combo enablers from here on out. Have a way to deal damage here. Yep. Look at that. We skillfully put 6 cards that weren't our combo enabler on the bottom. I assume they're going to shrink Muxus to a 1/1 here. We just sit tight for now? No, we're not playing Mindstone. Is Bolt legal in Historic? It is not. 7 of the Mystical Archives are not legal. Bolt is one of the ones that's not legal. If you squint a little bit, Lightning Bolt is legal. Yeah, I don't think any of the mystical archives we've played with so far have felt offensive from a power level perspective. They all feel pretty on target for what I want the format to be and what I think Wizards wants the format to be. A lot of people look at the cards that came in the mystical archives and they're thinking like, oh, these cards are busted, but they lack the context cards that make them busted. The details surrounding those cards is really important. Okay, well, if I draw Arcane Adaptation here, and we put 12 non-Arcane Adaptation cards at the bottom of our deck. So this is my 9th mana. So if we hit Arcane Adaptation, we can Muxus and combo next turn, potentially. It's Coldsteel better than Mindstone here. It is when we need its colors to cast our spells. Alright, so we have to draw exactly Arcane Adaptation next turn. And we're not fetching to thin because I've put 12 non-Arcane Adaptation cards at the bottom of my deck. This is a good draw. Let us concede without going top right. All right. At any rate, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I've been live for getting close to 8 hours now. Thank you everybody for hanging out today. I really appreciate everybody dropping in. As far as this deck goes, I know it's a do the thing deck. It was much better than the other Muxus combo deck we had played on stream last week. You could make the deck less consistent and more explosive if you played more ramp. Like the original draft had Ironcrag Feet in it. You could play that card instead of like Brainstorm if you wanted. The two best decks from today were the Tainted Pack combo deck, Tainted Twin, as well as Jeskai Phoenix. I'm going to publish Jeskai Phoenix, Tainted Twin, and Naya Company all up on my YouTube channel there, youtube.com/Jeff Hogan at some point in the next half hour once I get some thumbnails generated and everything posted there. And then the full set with this deck will be up there in a little bit after once it finishes processing. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time with some more Historic. We're going to be playing 4 more Historic decks again tomorrow morning. And then this weekend, Saturday, chat, 3 days from now, you want to watch Historic? Be here all day. We're starting at 10 a.m. Central on Saturday. You want to play Historic? We've got 45 people signed up. I'm going to refresh. We got 46 people signed up already. Come do battle. We've got players playing for some cool stuff, store credit, and some other fancy things for the very first place person. If you haven't played one of these tournaments before, it's a very casual setting. The prize structure is very flat. At no point is it a high pressure tournament where you're playing for hundreds of dollars or anything crazy. It's a fun community focused tournament. Our last Hoaglandia Open, we had almost 140 people, and the most represented deck in our tournament was 4% of the field. Like, it was crazy. Just like, easily the most diverse tournament field I've ever seen. So if you're someone that's looking to play, casual competitive is what I say the setting is. We give door prizes to people that go 3 and 2. We also have some sweetest deck award prizes for people that get at least 2 wins but don't get prizes otherwise. So a lot of chances to play some Magic and bring something home for yourself, some cool stuff from coolstuffinc.com. So I will see some of you again tomorrow. Hopefully some of you check out the YouTube stuff tonight. Peace, folks.